Hello, and thank you for joining me on another fun-filled episode of Adventures in CNC. Today we are going to be taking a look at something that is not a CNC. It is a BAUER palm router, 20-volt BAUER palm router to be precise. Also going to be taking a look at the 5 amp hour battery and the charger, the rapid charger that claims it can charge batteries 75% faster. Which actually is true. I was surprised. It does. It's actually about 3 times as fast at charging the large capacity battery, which is pretty cool. There it is in its plastic case and everything. We're also going to do an unboxing today of this wonderful router. It's a great product. Its street price right now is $79.99 at Harbor Freight. So run on down and check it out. Some of the similar items, their prices. Here we go. Here's the unboxing. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. All right, best part of the video, right? Okay, so it comes with just an assortment of stuff. Like I was saying, the street price on this guy is $79.99. Some of the other competitors sell their tools for $120 or more. This thing comes with, it's got the dust collector there. It also comes with a really awful edge guide that's just terrible. Good news on that is that you can actually make one yourself. I really liked it. The rubber grips and stuff on it aren't real soft, but that's a good thing. You can get a good grip on it. Everything's very solid, very well made. So let's get into the project, which happens to be a cutting board. Also, we're going to do something completely crazy with this thing. I am going to cut and shape metal with it. That's right, I'm going to cut and shape metal with this 20-volt cordless router. But we'll get to that later. Using the 5-piece router bit set, Warrior router bit set from Harbor Freight. But those are the accessories. You can see it comes with dust collection, and I'm going to do a review on the dust collection, the absolutely horrible edge guide, and the relatively cheap, flimsy wrench that it comes with. I recommend getting a better wrench for it. I don't remember the exact size, but if you buy one for yourself, you can pick up a better wrench for it at Harbor Freight. Here I am tearing open those router bits, getting down to it. It's pretty easy to lock and load. It's got a spindle lock on it that works real good. Just take and tighten it on down. It slides real nice and easy into the frame there, into the base, and the router works flawlessly. I really do like this one for being a laminate trim router. I don't want to say the base is perfect size, but it's got a good size base. It's going to be able to fit into places that a normal full-size router wouldn't be able to, obviously. Works real well, works like a dream, has plenty of power for the bit sizes that you're going to be using with this thing. It plowed through this sycamore and walnut cutting board without any problems. Did a great job rounding the edges off. I also routed out a couple of guitar bodies, shaped them, and also routed out the neck and pickup cavities with this thing, and it did a spectacular job. Now here is that edge guide I was talking about. This thing is absolute garbage. Just throw it away. The good news is that there are plans online that you can just download for much better edge guides that are going to do a lot more than this piece of junk can do. Just get rid of it. It's thin, cheap metal. It's junk. Don't worry about it. I wanted to use it just for comparison's sake, just so I could let you know that yes, I did in fact use it, and yes, in fact, it is garbage. It's junk just like all the other edge guides that come with Harbor Freight routers. I don't think any of them are any good. I have owned a bunch of Harbor Freight routers, everything from the big 2.5 horsepower all the way down to their small $20 laminate trimmers. And I'm pretty sure that if my memory serves me right, all those things, the edge guides are junk. This one, no exception. It did at least stay tight, but it's not very accurate, right? So that's a real problem. You want an edge guide to be good and accurate. You don't want it to not be accurate. Obviously, mess up your project. But there's not much functionality with it. You can do a straight line and that's it. You can't do curved edges or anything like that with this edge guide, as far as I know anyways. I'm not going to try it because this thing is just absolute garbage. So just get some plans, download one, make one yourself. Much better idea. Other competitors are selling similar products, 20 volt, for 120, 150, $200. I think this probably is going to perform just as good as any single one of those other products out there from DeWalt or Cobalt or anybody like that. So I highly, highly recommend this tool. I really liked it. Here I am. We're going to get to shaping some metal. I'm pretty sure that this would absolutely destroy any other router out there. Okay, I'm not going to lie. This is not just any kind of metal either. It's steel alloy. It's 18 gauge in thickness. This stuff was pretty tough. And this thing, I'm not going to say it was smooth like butter, but it did a really great job. If you're going to try this, try it with an old broken blade. Don't use a brand new good blade on it, okay? Just use an old clunky blade like I did. Ruin it that way. The edges didn't come out perfectly clean, but all it takes to clean them up is just a file. Okay, so that's pretty impressive. Came out to the exact shape. You take a file, you get all those burrs and rough edges off of it, and it's ready to go. This thing ripped through it without any problems. As a side note, I also did test this router out with the 1.5 amp battery, and there is a noticeable power loss, and also it doesn't last very long. So don't even waste your time going with a 1.5 amp battery. You're going to be horrible. You're going to be horribly disappointed, and you're not going to like it. All right, here we are checking out the dust collection. I'm going to give a demonstration of what it's like without dust collection first, just so you can check it out. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the pickup cavities down to the proper depth. You see the dust and everything just blowing all over the place. A better example probably would have been the control cavity down there on the bottom part of the guitar, as opposed to the pickup cavity, but it does leave an open enough space for the dust to blow out and everything, so I think it's a pretty good example. But dust collection goes on pretty smooth. You just clip it right on there and you're ready to go. I do like some of the safety features of this router as well. You have to keep that power button pressed down for a full 5 seconds before the router starts. And if you take your finger off while it's starting up, it won't start up. It'll just turn off. But now watch this with the vacuum attachment on. No dust coming out, very minimal amount of chips. There was actually a big chip that was flying out there. So this router does a really good job of keeping the dust down, keeping it out of your lungs, that kind of stuff. So plus it works great. My only gripe is that the dust collection fitting is actually smaller than the hose on my small BAUER vacuum cleaner. I would have thought that they would have made them match up, but they did not. So that's my big gripe with the dust collection. But other than that, it works flawlessly. I mean, it really does. Very minimal amount of chips and stuff left in the cavity. All around, this is a great product for the money. If you're wanting to do, you just need a cordless router. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. That's my opinion on the BAUER Brushless 20 volt lithium ion cordless router. Have a great one. We'll see you in the next video.